Hello, it's me here again. I just want to do a quick video on a good book that I just picked up and I've been reading. It's called Radical Islam's War Against Israel Christianity in the West by Dr. Richard Booker. Okay, this book is a very, very good book to understand how basically the radicalization of Islam and how it helped me really understand the conflict that is being had between the world of Islam and the world of Judeo-Christian heritage here in the West. Dr. Booker, Richard Booker, the author, I'll just read you a little bit about him. It's a really good book. Richard Booker, Master of Business Administration, PhD, is an ordained Christian minister and president of the Sounds of the Trumpet Incorporated and the founder-director of the Institute for Hebraic Christian Studies. Prior to entering the ministry, he is the author of more than 30 books on numerous seminars, which are used by churches and Bible schools around the world. Richard has traveled extensively for 30 years, teaching in churches and at conferences on various aspects of Christian life, as well as Israel and the Hebraic roots of Christianity. He and his wife Peggy have led yearly tour groups to Israel, where for 20 years Richard has been a speaker at the International Christian Celebration of the Feast of the Tabernacle in Jerusalem. This gathering is attended by 5,000 Christians from 100 nations. Richard and Peggy co-founded the Institute for Hebraic Christian Studies in 1997, a ministry to educate Christians in the Hebraic culture and background of the Bible, build relationships with Christians and Jews, and give comfort and support to the people of Israel. Their tireless work on behalf of Christians and Jews has been recognized around the world, as well as being represented at the Knesset Christian Alliance Caucus. Richard is considered a pioneer and spiritual father in teaching on Israel, Jewish-Christian relations, and biblical Hebraic roots in Christianity. To learn more about his ministry, visit his website and bookstore at rbooker.com or soundsofthetrumpet.com. Now, the reason that I wanted to bring this really good book to the YouTube world's attention is because, as I say, it's very, very good. Really explains the tumultuous relationship between the Islamic world and the Western Christian world, and it takes that argument and that debate all the way back from the founding of the Islamic faith and the Christian faith, taking it right back from the time of the Old Testament, taking it right from the Bible, taking the perverted teachings of Islam, explaining them, okay, and what is fueling this debate, and also it is really making very, very clear conflict between, the Israeli-Palestine conflict, the conflict with Israel and the Muslim world. Very, very clear in this book. It says on the back, I'll just read it back to you. This is a really good synopsis. This is the handbook about radical Islam that you need. In a simple, readable format, here is a book that answers all your questions about radical Islam. Please note that there are a lot of teachings in Islam that the radicals are taking and being radical with, and that's how you get these debates. Okay, I don't agree with Islam, even peaceful Islam. I don't think it is the way to salvation. But I'm not trying to attack Muslims who lead a peaceful life. Okay, I am not. However, I am going to attack, those that are. I'm going to speak out against those that are radical. Obviously, right? In a simple, readable format, here is a book that answers all your questions about radical Islam. Through extensive documented research, quotes from radical Islamic abroad, and years of personal experience in the Middle East, Dr. Richard Booker explains the beliefs and practices of Islam, and specifically radical Islamists. All Americans need to be aware of how radical Islamists plan to destroy Israel, subjugate Christianity, and turn the West and Europe and the U.S. into Islamic nations. Learn the truth about the hottest topics for today, including how radical Islamic leaders in the U.S. and abroad are planning to convert Americans to Islam. Number 2, pre-Islamic worship in Arabia. Number 3, the God of the Quran, the God of the Bible. You're going to see a difference. Okay? Myths and facts about the Arab-Israeli conflict and Bible prophecy fulfillment. Christians and Jews must take this action to preserve our Judeo-Christian heritage. Okay? And we need the knowledge to do it. Romans 8:37 says, "Yet in all things that are more than conquerors through him who loved us." And you know what? Dr. Booker is right. We need to preserve our Christian heritage. Because those that are against Christianity are going to try and subjugate it. He is right. And the things are only going to get worse, as the Bible says, until the Lord comes and takes his people home. You know, I'm really looking forward to the rapture. Really am. And if you're not looking forward to the rapture, there's something wrong. Because the time is short. I really hope the rapture comes soon. That's all for now. I just wanted to review that book. Thanks for watching.